What's up, y'all? This is Andy Story with Wild Lumens, and today I'm going to show you a carnivore diet style mayo. I've been looking for a good mayonnaise recipe, and I happened to stumble upon ketofocus.com, and they had a ketogenic style mayo. So what I did is took that recipe and just disregarded the mustard. The mustard was the plant-based ingredient, so we'll get rid of that. Let's go inside, make this recipe, and see how it tastes. Let's go ahead and go over all the ingredients that we're gonna need for this simple recipe. To start off, we're gonna need 2 teaspoons of apple cider vinegar. My only go-to brand or recommendation for this particular ingredient is the one made by Bragg. It has a little bit of mother in it. Go ahead and Google mother and you'll learn all about the benefits. Our second ingredient is gonna be pork fat. Now, I went ahead and bought my go-to brand for pork fat, which is Epic. Now, Epic makes some grass-fed beef tallow, a really good duck fat, and also their pork fat. If you want to try and save money, go ahead and start collecting the bacon grease that you've been using, and you should be able to use that and have the same desired effect for this mayonnaise. Our third ingredient is going to be egg yolks. The way I'm making the mayonnaise today is going to be raw egg yolks, and using raw products or raw animal products does come with a few risks like salmonella. What other people have done and what I've seen on the internet is that they'll go ahead and pasteurize their eggs. Google how to pasteurize your eggs if you're concerned with getting contaminated with salmonella. I've had salmonella when I was in high school and it was not fun. However, I have used raw products in the past and haven't had a bout of salmonella ever since using that. So make sure if you do go raw that they're from a good source, or just go ahead and pasteurize them to play it safe. Our fourth ingredient is gonna be salt. My go-to brand for salt is Redmond Real Salt. The reason I like Redmond is because they source the salt out of Utah. It's not coming from the ocean, which could potentially have pollutants or even microplastics in it. So this way I know I'm getting some really good salt from a really good brand. The other cool thing is that they give our viewers and readers at wildlumens.com a 15% off discount. So go ahead, check them out. Use the coupon code WILD at checkout so you can get a little bit of a discount and save some cheddar. And one last quick little shout out is that if you're new to the carnivore diet or looking to expand your carnivore diet cooking abilities, then pick up my friend Jessica Haggard's book, The Carnivore Cookbook. This book has helped me tremendously ever since I got it, and I've been able to increase my cooking skills greatly and make a lot more interesting dishes. One of the keys to making this a successful recipe is to make sure that your eggs are warm. And if you use cold eggs, the mix is just not going to mix properly. So just go ahead and get some warm water. Put my cold eggs that just came out of the refrigerator in the water for about 5 minutes, and they should be good to go. Okay, my 2 eggs are warmed up. So all I'm going to do now is place the yolks in the big mixing bowl. 2 yolks are in the bowl, and then all we need to do now is add a little bit of the apple cider vinegar. So we're doing 2 teaspoons. And then all we need to do now is whisk the egg yolk and the vinegar together. But before we do, I have one small request. If you're digging the Wild Lumens YouTube channel and all the carnivorous content, then please go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe now. It really lets us know that we're doing something cool. Thanks a bunch. And now let's get back to whisking. Now all we got to do is go ahead and add the pork fat. This pork fat is a little on the cold side, so as you can see, it's definitely solid. All I'm going to do is heat it up and get it completely liquefied, and then I'll be able to pour, well actually I'm going to go ahead and measure it out first. We need that 1 cup of pork fat, so I'll measure it out and then place it in the pan. Alright guys, I went ahead and just heated up that pork fat so it's a lot more liquefied now, and it should be good to go for the rest of this mixture. And the other key or suggestion that a lot of people give is to make sure that you pour it in slowly and that you're whisking it at the same time, otherwise it's not going to mix properly. So I'm going to do a slow pour and then just slowly mix. Now I'm just going to add a pinch of salt from my 10-pound bucket of Redmond salt. Definitely buy in bulk to save money. Then just continue stirring that up. Okay guys, I just let it cool down in the refrigerator just so that it gets a little more solidified. It looks amazing. I'm gonna go ahead and test it out. I'll put a little bit on this turkey cold cut, and then I'll add a little bit of cheese and just kind of see if this is going to add to the overall taste of my quick little carnivore diet snack. I'll just put a little bit of mozzarella and then make a little, I guess a little wrap minus any bread products. Okay guys, there we go. This is a great substitute for the carnivore diet, but it's definitely not as good as having a store-bought mayonnaise, the stuff that we used to get pre-carnivore diet. It definitely doesn't have as strong of a taste. You kind of have more of a fatty taste, which is natural because we just used a cup of pork fat. One thing I do like about this is that if you're trying to include more fat into your diet, then this is the way to go. It'll definitely achieve that for you. Like I said, it tastes pretty good, not as good as store-bought. It's gonna have to do while we're on the carnivore diet. Thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. And I'm off to go make another video. See you there.